I hope you're doing well. In Matthew chapter 26, we see Jesus, and he's facing the Sanhedrin here, especially verse 61. Notice this. They said, this fellow said, I'm able to destroy the temple of God and build it in 3 days. They said, this Jesus said that he's able to destroy the very temple of God and then bring it back, build it up again in 3 days. We see when he was on the cross, chapter 27, verse 39, and those who passed by blaspheming him, wagging their heads, it says, and saying, you who destroy the temple and build it in 3 days, save yourself. He says, if you are the Son of God, come down from the cross. Well, you said you could rebuild that temple. You said you could break it down, rebuild it. He says, these people, they said, well, go ahead. Do that. If you're the Son of God, he said, bring yourself down from the cross. But they realized, or what they failed to realize, is that Jesus wasn't talking about the temple that was in Jerusalem. He was talking about his body, and that prophecy of bringing or building the temple back up in 3 days. We see that fulfilled in chapter 28 and verse 5. But the angel answered and said to the woman, do not be afraid, for I know that you seek Jesus who was crucified. That temple was destroyed. He says, that angel said, he is not here, for he is risen, as he said, come, see the place where the Lord lay. So Jesus, the very same man who said, yes, I will destroy this temple, I will build it back in 3 days, they mocked him for that. They said, well, you said that if you're really the Son of God, come down from this cross, come down from this tree that we've hung you on. He dies, that temple is destroyed, he's buried, and then we see the temple rebuilt 3 days later. And the angel says, do not be afraid, for I know you seek Jesus who was crucified. You seek Jesus whose temple was destroyed. But the angel said, he is not here, for he is risen. In other words, that temple has been rebuilt. And it's because of that we have an opportunity to salvation. It's because of his death, his burial, his resurrection, that we even have a chance at eternal life. Why not today, as soon as you possibly can, take advantage of that and do the things that God commands? I want to thank you so very much for watching, and I certainly hope to see you tomorrow.